All right. Hello. It's been a while. So, I want to say that it was like some excuse or something happened and that's why I haven't been putting out videos, but really I'm just lazy. By the way, the whole curtains thing, I swear last time I can't do it. I don't we thought we got the curtain thing that we needed, but it wasn't and it wouldn't install. And I swear, I'm just gonna do what I should have done in the first place and just film my videos in the dark or at night. It's a bit bright right now, but it's not really distracting, other than the fact that I'm pointing attention to it. Just listen, I'm going to stop talking about the curtains and maybe one day they'll just be there. All right, so a lot has happened since my last video. I gained the confidence to not always be wearing a hat. I just slightly sprained my wrist. This is nothing. This was just the past week. And maybe I do life update videos. That sounds fun because to be honest, a lot of the shit that happens to me is kind of funny. Oh, also, I'm not sure, dude, this is completely off topic, but I'm not sure how YouTube's nudity thing is. I'm pretty sure I can show you this. I got a tattoo. Let's see how this works. Yeah, no, there we go. I can do it without doing a nip slip. It's pretty cool. It's like Luffy's scar kind of mixed with Broly's. It's kind of dope. Anyways, to get on today's topic, I wanted to talk about My Hero Academia. So I just started watching the show. I finished the show. I finished all 6 seasons, and I'm starting on the manga. I am not too far into the manga past the show, but I know a good amount. By the way, I'm going to go into major spoilers for My Hero, so just click off the video if you don't want any of that. But okay, so I wanted to do this video kind of free form, like I don't have a script or anything. I want to just give you my thoughts on the show. I do, however, have a couple bullet points of stuff that I want to go over. Number one, mainly the first episode of My Hero Academia. I fucking hated it. It was so bad. And it's funny because I have a friend named, well, friend of a friend named Anthony, and he loves the show to death. Like, it's his favorite show ever. And I watched the first episode and I was pretty excited because I was just gonna shit on the show to him. It gets better. I like My Hero. I really like My Hero. But episode one is just so. And the reason why it's so bad, I remember not liking it. The reason is it's like Midoriya to me, like I can see now why people draw connections between Black Clover and My Hero because they're very, very similar in that you have this boy with no powers and just being put down by everyone else that does have incredible powers. But the difference is, right? Asta from the very beginning is understood the assignment. Like he kind of got that he's behind everyone else, so he has to work 10 times as hard to achieve his goal. But then you have Midoriya, which he knows that he's not as strong as everyone else. He realizes he's behind, yet he still has the goal, even from the beginning, to become the very best and become the best hero and go to UA, the best school ever. Yet he still doesn't do anything other than write in his book. And it's like Bakugo, which I'll get to him in a second. He bullies Midoriya pretty fucking heavily. And Midoriya still has these thoughts of being the best of the best and getting to the top and all that, but he still lets himself be thrown around by Bakugo, which is crazy to me. He doesn't do anything that would make you think he has that kind of drive in the beginning. And it was dude, I'd rather just be watching Asta. I want to see Asta be nah, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do whatever I want because I want to do those things. Whereas I didn't get that vibe from Midoriya. The only thing I liked about episode 1 was All Might, because All Might didn't talk in episode 1. He was just kind of there, which later on I would grow to love All Might. But that's just episode 1, and then my gripe with that kind of ends as soon as Midoriya gets some sort of, because I kind of get it. It's like Midoriya isn't like Asta. Asta does not need someone there to tell him you have to work hard and do. Asta is that person for other people, which is why I like Asta and why he's very different from Midoriya. Midoriya needs the support and needs the people around him, and then he rises up to the task and becomes, which is also fair. It's just different. It's not like one's worse than the other. It's literally just different. So that's episode 1. What else do I have here? Then we've got, if my phone will unlock, Wanting to like Bakugo. So, okay, so if you go to the gym, you know that there are these hardstyle songs. My friends hate them, but I love them. Where certain times what they'll do is they'll take certain anime characters and their speeches, which are usually very motivational, and put them over like beats and have it sound all good and all that. And I've heard a speech given by Bakugo before I even watched the show. And it made me really like Bakugo, even though I didn't watch the show. So I wanted to like Bakugo going into the show, but they made it really hard to like Bakugo. Like he literally told Deku to, well, Midoriya. I don't really like saying Deku, but it just comes out because all the characters call him that. He tells him to kill himself in like the first episode. It's crazy. And like you can see, like I can see, I really like the type of characters. Like I love Vegeta, I love Sasuke. I like these type of characters where they'll care about things and they'll look out for other people, but they won't do it in the very obvious way. Other characters will have to be like, oh, like for example, Bakugo's fight against Uraraka. I really like that fight because Bakugo showed respect to Uraraka by not holding back. And before the characters, I really don't like that they do this. They like tell you the plot lines instead of they show you the plot lines, which is good, but then they regurgitate it back to you as like an insult to your intelligence, like, oh, they must not have got this, so we have to explain it to them, which is just a nitpick of the show for me. But then, yeah, no, I really like that scene because it shows us that Bakugo does care about his classmates enough that he won't just hold back. He respects Uraraka and the rest of his classmates and trusts them. And scenes like that show us that. So over time, obviously, I grew to like Bakugo, but it was just really, really difficult in the beginning, and I was trying really, really hard. Next, we have the characters slash Midoriya. That's all I put. The characters are amazing. So I might do a video on this. I don't know. But me and my friend AJ were talking about this where we were drawing comparisons between Naruto and My Hero. And I was saying that I think Naruto and Sasuke are much more compelling main characters than Midoriya or like anyone else in the show. But then the problem becomes that because Naruto is so focused on their main characters, if you don't like Naruto or Sasuke, like my friend doesn't like Sasuke, then the show suffers for it because they focus so much on the main characters. I like Midoriya, but I don't have to like Midoriya to like the show. Like, if I like Endeavor, I'm gonna love the show. If I like All Might, I mean, All Might kind of takes a back seat in the later seasons, but I'll still like most of the show. If I like Todoroki, Bakugo, all of them, like, they make up the show. They're focused on pretty well, and I like the way they handle their side characters. So I really like how you don't have to fall in love with the main character in order to like the show. And Midoriya as a main character, he's not bad. A lot of people have a problem with him. He's just the main character. He's kind of just meh, I guess. I like him. Like, I think he's cool, and I think his motivations are pretty sick, but I can maybe see why some people find him a bit boring, but you don't really have to like Midoriya to like the rest of the show. And then comes to my final bullet point. Now, this is where I'm gonna like really, really get into spoilers because I have to in order to explain why this is the only part of the show that I dislike, and it's the villains. Oh my god, the villains. So in the beginning, it's like it's fine. It's kind of there, but it's not. Let me explain what I'm talking about. The villains have an immense, and I'm talking an immense amount of plot armor. Not all of them, mainly just Shigaraki and All for One. It is all, yeah, it's All for One. One for All is the good one. Dude, Shigaraki just does not die when he's supposed to, and it really pisses me off. What really pisses me off is that, like, the villains just win because the story has to happen. It's so annoying. For example, like, they've done this multiple times where there's like this big raid that the heroes planned out, and it's been like months in like the works in advance. Like, they know where the villains are, they know where they're sleeping, they know like where they're working, when they know everything about them, and they do this perfectly planned raid and put everyone where they're supposed to be and work completely in harmony, and their teamwork is amazing, and they do all of it perfectly. And it's not like the villains knew it was coming all along. No, no, no. Each and every time they get caught off guard, yet they just win. Like, Shigaraki gets a power up, or one for all, no, all for one just like becomes omnipotent, or has this like certain ability that is like very, very suited for like this one certain task, and then they just win. Like, every time. It's ridiculous. Like, Shigaraki should be dead 10 times over. Like, it's honestly insane. With zero powers, he was fending off Endeavor and Midoriya, like, all at once, and all these other heroes, while he was getting his power raised. One of the biggest bullshit scenes, may I add, was when, like, Midoriya, I forget who was holding Shigaraki, but someone was holding Shigaraki. I think it was the dragon girl, the girl that can transform into the dragon. And Midoriya realized, and Shigaraki doesn't have any powers right now, is quirkless because Eraser is staring at him. Eraser can erase people's quirks. So, obviously, he wants to shoot Eraser. He has this thing that'll erase people's quirks. He goes to do that. Midoriya realizes that this is happening, so he goes, I can't let this happen. I'm going to do an 100% smash on Shigaraki's head to knock him out and stop him from basically just killing, well, not killing, taking away Eraser's quirk. And Shigaraki, with zero powers, mind you, I mean, he is enhanced, but with zero powers, stops Deku's 100% smash with his teeth. Like, dude, I feel like if he stops it with his teeth, it would be more effective than if Deku were to just hit him over the head, right? Like, if someone hits me on the top of the head, yeah, that's gonna hurt. It might knock me out. But, like, on the contrast, if I, like, catch someone's fist going full force, like hammer fist down, with my teeth, it would just take off my jaw. Or just rattle, like, the way people get knocked out is, like, you get hit and your brain rattles. I would imagine the force of, like, a bomb, like, coming down on, like, your jaw would knock you the like, what? Like, I just had to vent about the villains just having, like, immense plot armor. Even in the manga, I just started reading the manga. It's fucking insane how much plot armor they get just so the plot can continue. It's ridiculous. But yeah, those are my thoughts on My Hero so far. I might make more My Hero videos, just diving into certain characters like Bakugo. I really like Bakugo. Todoroki, I just learned his name. I've been calling him Icy Hot for like the whole duration of like 6 seasons. But yeah, that's all from me from now. Expect more videos. Expect a video soon about the Attack on Titan finale special thing. I don't know. They've released so many parts. I don't know what to call them anymore. But I've been wanting to make a video about Attack on Titan for the longest, and I just didn't. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you had a good morning, and I will see you soon. I promise. Bye.